And good evening and welcome here to Harvard Arena on the campus of Kane University for tonight's women's volleyball matchup between the Kane University Cougars and the Rowan University Profs. Justin George here providing coverage of this matchup as we are about to go underway here. There you can see the Cougars just coming out of their huddle here. The Profs hoping to go 12-11 for the season with the here tonight. The Cougars looking to go even for the season with 16-16 as we get underway. Cougars 3-3 at the NJAC conference play, just coming off of a victory over Arcadia University. That was on Saturday. That was one of two matches they had on Saturday. They also had a loss against Millikan University. So Cougars with a win and a loss for that day, hoping to bounce back here tonight with another victory. They've swept in several games, including a 4-game winning streak just recently starting on October 10th. So Cougars getting ready to serve here. That's going to be Kendall Sonico, number 19. So the Profs are going to try to send it over, but it was going to get kept over there. Cougars send it over properly this time. That's blocked at the net, but it's going to go off of the hands of the Cougars that time for the Profs to pick up the first point here tonight for this set. And so now it's the Profs' turn to serve, specifically number 5, Mary Grace Testa, 5'10" sophomore from Kearney. Lisa DeGroot sending that one high. Another send over once more here. Profs. Cougars block it at the net that time, and now they're going to be on the board here with that. So that's their first point here tonight as we see Cassie Hernandez, number 10 there. Number 10 going to be serving here for the Cougars. Service error that time is going to give that one right back to the Profs, and now they're going to serve. This time we're seeing number 17 serve. It's going to be Erica O'Hagan, 5'10" junior, all the way from Cedar Grove. That's going to go high and over. That's going to go off the hands of one of the Cougars for a Prof kill that time, and so now we're going to see O'Hagan serving once more here for the Profs. Service error that time, going to bring the Cougars up now to 2, and so now it's the Cougars' turn to serve. We're going to see Lisa DeGroot here, number 7, serving now. Going to go up for the Profs and over. Great dig there by DeGroot. The Profs save it. Got to get over in 3, and they will. Little toss that time. DeGroot setting it up. That's sent over. Now the Profs' turn to set it over. They will. That's going to go out of bounds for a Cougar kill, and just like that, we are going to be tied up now at 3 points apiece as DeGroot gets ready to serve once more. So getting ready for a serve here. It's going to go up and over. Nice dig out there by Hernandez. Set up and send over by Ridgway. Profs barely hang on to that one. Ridgway sending it over once more here. That's going to go past the Cougar wall for Rowan to take the lead now. They're going to go up to 4. So Rowan in the lead up by 1 now as number 13 gets ready to serve, Jennifer Vorel. She's from Madison, New Jersey. That's sent over by the Cougars. Profs setting up here to send that over, and they will. That's going to go off the hand of Hernandez that time for the Profs to further their lead now. They're up to 5, Cougars at 3. Set up there by the Cougars. They send it over. Profs blocked at the net by the Cougars. It's their turn to send it over now. That's going too high. And Sherman sending that over. The Rowan blocks it, but it's going to go out of bounds. So now the Cougars, their ball now, they're going to pick up the kill. Now only down by 1 here, 4-5. So both teams given and taken points here. And that's going to be sent over. Up and over. And DeGroot wasn't able to get that one, so now the Profs going to move up to 6 as they get ready to serve now. It's going to be their turn once again. Serving's going to be number 3, Rebecca D'Antonio. So D'Antonio getting ready to serve here. It's going to be up and over for the Cougars, that time by Tondi, number 12. That one going past 4 Cougars for the Profs to pick up that one, so they're going up to 7 now. Service error on the Profs, going to give that one right back to the Cougars. They're going to go up to 5 now, so we're at 5 and 7. So now we're going to see Callie Sherman serving here for the Cougars. Sophomore from Kenilworth, not too far from here. That's going to go up and over. Blocked by the Cougars, still on their side. They're going to let the Profs have that one. They're trying to send it over. They're going to do a fast one there on the Cougars to move up to 8 now. So the Profs up to 8, the Cougars at 5. So that's going to go up and over now for the Profs. So does the Cougars. Set up here is going to go up and over. Nice set there by DeGroot. Giving that to Hernandez. That's going to go, look like it's going to go off into the bench, but the Profs hang on to it. Can they get it over? They will. Nice recovery there by the Profs. Ridgway almost securing the kill, and it looks like she will. Profs sending that one out of bounds there for the kill. So now the Cougars move up to 6. Now it's going to be Ridgway's turn to serve as well. So tonight, of course, being a NJAC conference matchup, the second to last one for the season, we're going to see here as the Cougars pick up that kill again. There's a serve. It's a little too hot for the Cougars to handle that time. The little quick action there. They had to send it over quick, so now we're going to see Ridgway come off and DeGroot going to come back in. So set up here, going to be sent over to Tondi, sends it over for the Cougars. And now O'Hagan sending it over for the Profs, and once again for the Cougars. Clean kill there by Sherman. So the Cougars are now going to move up to 8 now with that one. They're up 8-9. And so Tondi's going to come down, and coming up there is going to be Brett Harper. Joining Rachel Wells and Cassie Hernandez at the net. It's going to go up now. A lot of momentum on that one, but that's definitely enough to send it over. DeGroot setting it up here. Hernandez is going to send it over now. That one's going high on the Prof side. And it's going to be a little thing there's going to be a little clash at the net there. It's going to be sent back. Another block of the net there by the Cougars. Sonico sets it up. Hernandez sending it over this time. A little less force. Up and over. That's going to be blocked. Stay on the Prof side. Now the Cougars tie this up once more at 9 points each. So tied up here at 9 points each as Sonico serving once more here for the Cougars. Up and over, block. Another block there. Cougars able to keep it over there on the Prof side to now take the lead here, 10-9. So Cougars now in the lead here as Sanico gets ready to serve once more. So there's a setup there, and it's going to go up and over. They're going to run for that one. Cougars scrambling for it on the side, but they can't get it that time. And just like that, we're going to find ourselves tied up here once more, 10-10. Going to see number 14 and number 3 come off. That's going to be Dalton Sanchez and Rebecca D'Antonio, respectively, coming off for the Profs. There's a setup there by Sherman, then Sanico, and finally Hernandez trying to send over gently, but they don't. DeGroot sets it up once more for Sherman. Profs managed to hang on to that one, sending it over. Sanico once again, then Wells. And there goes the kill there for the Cougars. They now move up to 11, taking the lead once more. So now Hernandez gets to serve once more here. No aces just yet, however, for either team. Gonna go high for the Profs and over, but blocked by Wells. That Sherman sending it over. Nice fake out there by the Cougars. That's going to stay in for the Profs, and that's going to bring us both back here at 11-11 once more. So Profs walking away with that kill. That goes up. DeGroot sends it up one more, and finally Sherman. It's going to stay. Going to hit the net that time for the Profs to take the lead once more here, so we're up to 12 now. Okay, so Profs in the lead once more here as O'Hagan serves for the Profs. Service error by the Profs now, and we're back and we're tied up once again here, 12 points each. So 12 points each here. And it looks like that's going to be an ace there for the Cougars, it seems. Sorry, it may not be just an ace, just a kill that time, but regardless, the Cougars are going to take the lead with that one. Sherman sent it over, trying to make sure the Cougars stay in the lead here. Nice dig out there by Hernandez. They send it over. Nice attempt there by the Profs, but now we're going to see the Cougars start to get a lead here. They're now up to 14. Rowan at 12. So now we have... So now DeGroot is going to be serving here. Yet another kill for the Cougars here as we move up to 15. And with that, it looks like we're going to have a timeout called here, this time by Rowan. So we're going to go into a quick timeout, but going to this timeout, Cougars in the lead here, 15-12. Stay tuned. back here from that Rowan called timeout. Going to that timeout with now the Cougars with now a 4-point lead over them here. So Rowan in the lead for most of the set, run into a bit of a slump here as the Cougars are quickly taking over now with this 4-point lead as we see DeGroot serving once more here for the Cougars. So no one there that time, a little miscommunication. That's going to give an ace to DeGroot that time. So there's an ace there for the Cougars. That's her second ace in a row that time. DeGroot on a roll here, it seems. Prof send it over again. Sonico sends it over once more now for the Cougars. Blocked at the net. Prof's trying to send it over again. Nice save there by Hernandez. No one else there at the time to receive that one besides her. DeGroot set up. A little miscommunication there, but Brett Harper manages to send it over there for the Cougars. Nice job, Brett. DeGroot setting that up. Send it over gently over the Profs. Cougars getting ready to set up here. Schurman sending it over. Now the Profs ready for that, so a lot of back and forth action here in this volley. Schurman sends it over. Now it's the Profs' turn. The Profs can't get over the net that time, so after that extended volley, now the Cougars on a bit of a streak here. They're up to 18 and 12 now. Rowan's been doing much better. Well, Rowan has been having more games at the NJAC conference than the Cougars, going 5-2, but they only played 22 games overall so far for this season. Cougars playing 31. As we go into yet another timeout after that Cougar kill, be right back right after this, but the Cougars remain on a streak here, 19-12 in this first set. Back here yet again from a second called Rowan timeout, right into a yet another ace here by DeGroot. That's her third ever since she's been serving here. Oh. Nice string there of service aces by DeGroot. Really not a lot of movement here in these last couple of volleys thanks to her. Another serve here. And so the Profs beginning to start to slip up a little bit here as the Cougars now take an 8-point lead in this set. Profs can't send it over, and just like that, we're back to we're up to 21 now in this set. Up to 21 here as we see DeGroot serving yet again. She hasn't moved from that spot for several points now. Goes a serve. Finally, the Cougars are going to let that one go with that service error. So the Profs finally take possession of the ball. They're going to get to serve now, but the Cougars with that 8-point advantage now going on here. It's very different from the start of this game where the Cougars had a were falling behind here, but now they're in the lead as we set up here on the Cougar side. Hernandez is going to send that over. That bounced off the hands of one of the profs there for the Cougars to pick up that point. Just like that, they're going to find themselves here with a 9-point advantage yet again here. No signs of slowing down here as we see Brett Harper come off. And coming back and coming in here for the Cougars is going to be number 13 here. That's going to be Nicolette Poveromo. She's a senior for the Cougars from Dumont, New Jersey. So that's sent over there. Nice dive attempt there, but they're going to walk away with it that time, the profs, as they get ready to serve yet again here. So number 3 here serving for the profs is going to be Dan Antonio once again. Not a lot of power behind that one that time, giving that one to the profs yet again. They're now up to 15 here, slowly catching back up here against the Cougars, only 3 points away from winning this first set. Another serve here. And there goes a kill by Sherman, making up for that last point that time. So Cougars now up to 23, just 2 points away from wrapping up this first set. And so now Sherman going to get to serve now. It's going to be her turn here. DeGroot tried to save it, but no one was there to receive it that time for the profs now to move up to 16. So they're up to 16 now as Cougars still just 2 points away from securing this set. As number 8 gets ready to serve now. Number 8. Carrie-Ann Manziano going to give that one to the profs as she gets to serve yet again here. And that's going to be no good there. And just like that, the Cougars are finding themselves in set point once more here. So Cougars once more in set point quickly here in set point, wasting no time with this one as they send that over. And that's going to go high on the prof side. Profs trying to stay in this first set here. And that's going to be no good there. It's going to be 2 for the... Going to be a ball handling error, it seems. And so just like that, Cougars are going to pick up this first set 25-17 here. Okay, so we're going to swap sides here. We'll be back in just a moment, but the Cougars pick up the first set here 25-17. Stay tuned. Getting ready for set 2 here tonight in this matchup between the Rowan University Profs and the Kane University Cougars. First set saw the Kane University Cougars handily pick up the victory over the Profs, 25-17, starting off being behind the Profs and eventually not only taking over but gaining a 9-point lead here before they finally pick up the victory. So Profs looking to bounce back here from that Cougar victory as they get ready to serve here tonight. So number 5 going to be serving once again, Mary Grace Testa, serving for the Profs. Hard kill there by the Cougars is going to ensure that they get the first point here tonight. So Cougars with that first point here as we see Sonico serving yet again, serving here for the Cougars in the second set. So Cougars with the serve. It's going to go a little high, going off of Sherman. She couldn't save. Cougars couldn't save it that time, and so now Rowan is going to take a slight advantage here over the Cougars. Well, actually, no. That's going to be their first kill on the board here, their first point. So we're tied up at 1-1 here, as we see yet another serve. Getting ready to go up and over here. Hard kill there by the Cougars is going to make sure they stay in the lead here for now, going 2-1 here as Hernandez serving now for the Cougars. That ball is going to go up and over here, and the Cougars couldn't recover it that time for Rowan to tie things up here at 2 points each. So we're tied up 2 points apiece here as we see them get to serve yet again, as we see number 13 serving here, Jennifer Vorel serving here for the Profs. Service error that time, going to put the Cougars back in the lead now, 3-2. Ball going up and over for Rowan. Dig out there by DeGroot, but it's going to stay on the Cougar side for Rowan to tie things up yet again here. 3 points each. That's going up and over here. And that's too hot for Rowan to handle as the Cougars pick up that one yet again. So they're now up to 4, Rowan at 3 here as we get ready to see another serve, this time by Poveromo here for the Cougars. Poveromo coming in for Tondi. Nice kill there by the Cougars to bring them up now to 5. Rowan is going to be at 3. That's going to go out of bounds for the Cougars, for Rowan to pick up that one. So Rowan trailing behind now, behind the Cougars, as they go up now to 4. So now it's going to be Manziano's turn here to serve for the for the Profs. Out of bounds that time, going to give that one right back to the Cougars, who maintain the lead here. They're up to 6 now. Rowan at 4. Service error that time. Going to give that one back to the Profs right away. And so now they're only down by 1 now, 5-6. That's going to go up and over here for the Profs. Sorry, for the Cougars. The Profs, it's going to hit the antenna that time for the Profs to give that one to the Cougars. So they maintain their 2-point advantage here, 7-5. Cougars scrambling for that one, but it looks like the Profs are going to walk away with it. They're now up to 6, the Cougars at 7. There's going to be a dive there for the Profs, but it's no good. The Cougars picking up that one as we see some substitutions here. We're going to see Brett Harper and Sonico coming in this time for Tondi and Poveromo. They're going to sit out now. They're gonna, as Sonico just came in, she's going to serve. Kill that time here for the Cougars, and so now they're further in the lead now. They're up to 9. Cougars up to 9 as we get ready to serve yet again here. That's going to go up and over. Blocked at the net that time, just briefly there, as that's sent over. And a nice dive there, but no good there for the Profs, as the Cougars now at a 4-point lead as we see a timeout called here by Rowan. So Rowan going to call that timeout, and we'll be right back here in the second set. Cougars 10-6. Back here from that Rowan called timeout. They've been keeping up with the Cougars, but the Cougars getting a bit of a streak now here. They're at a 4-point lead, and this is very similar to what we saw in the first set, where the Cougars quickly took the lead and stayed there to secure the victory. But Cougars in the lead here once again as that's sent over. That's blocked at the net for a Cougar kill, and they further their lead now. They're up to 5. A 5-point advantage here, 11-6. So Cougars in a bit of a lead, on a bit of a streak here tonight. There's the bump as that goes over, and now Rowan finally picking one up over the Cougars there. They go up to 7 now. Cougars at 11. As we're seeing number 17 here serving O'Hagan. She's serving once more for the Profs. Cougars try to keep that one alive, but it was a little too low that time. And with that, you're going to see the Profs actually, pick up that victory, 11-8. So that's going to be over. Brett Harper sending it over, but that's going to be a little too hard that time. That's going to go out of bounds. And so now the Rowan now only 2 points behind the Cougars, slowly picking back up here as the Cougars struggle to stay in the lead. That's going to go out of bounds that time yet again, and with that, the Cougars are going to now only be up by 1 here with that victory. So that's going up and over here. Cougars, no one really that there, a little miscommunication that time, but they managed to get it over. Nice dig out there. That's going to stay in, and just like that, we'll find ourselves tied up here at 11 points each. Nice one over there as it goes high on the Prof side, and they're going to send it over. That's going to stay out. So now the Cougars managed to hang on to the lead here with 12-11. So they stay in the lead here 12-11 as we see Hernandez with the serve. Looks like that's going to be looks like the officials determining that's going to be a Cougar kill that time. That looks like they're going to say that was out, and so now Hernandez is going to serve yet again. Nice dig out there. Nice quick move there by the Cougars, but the Profs caught onto it. And Harper with a nice clean kill there in the back row to make sure the Cougars get back into their lead once again here. They're up to 14 now. The Profs at 11. Cougars have only had one game where there wasn't a sweep, and that was against Montclair on the 15th, where they lost in a 3-2 effort that time. Looks like Cougars are trying to continue that here again tonight as they get yet another kill there for the Cougars, so they're going to go up to 15. So Cougars on a bit of a streak here yet again. So service error by Hernandez is going to keep the Profs in this here, not too far behind from the Cougars. As we're going to see a serve here, this time by number 13, Jennifer Vorel. Nice dig out there by the Profs. And the Cougars almost just kind of letting that one bump into one of the Profs that time. So they're still at a 4-point advantage here as we're going to see DeGroot here with the serve. And so Rachel Wells going to step down now off the field for the moment. Nice hard kill getting past that wall there for the Profs, and now the Cougars up to, I believe, 17. Yep, 17 points now. Cougars almost tying this up at a moment, but now they got now they're back into now they got some momentum on their side yet again. Yet another block there by the Cougars. Another kill there for the Cougars as we go into yet another timeout by Rowan. So Cougars just on a roll here as we go into this timeout, 18-12. We'll be right back right after this timeout. Back here from that Rowan called timeout here. We seen there in facing a very similar situation to the first set. Cougars in a big lead ahead of them, 18-12 in this case. They're going to narrow that down to 13 and 18 now, but they're still 5 points behind, as we're going to see the Rowan serving now. So it's going to be a Rowan ball here as they serve. It's going to go up and over that time. And they're going to give that one to Rowan yet again with that out of bounds. Rowan slowly trying to catch up here to the Cougars, now at only a 4-point deficit. Getting past that wall there is going to be given to the Cougars that time. That bouncing off the hand of one of the Prof players. So now Cougars up to 19, just 6 points away from securing the second set, and getting one step closer to winning this matchup. The Profs weren't able to get the first set, losing to the Cougars 25-17. Little miscommunication there by the Profs, going to bring the Cougars up now to 20 points. So once again, only 5 points now behind. As we see a serve here. Going to go up and over. That's going to go off the hands of Wvolleyball that time. And so now we're going to see Rowan at 15 as number 4 going to serve, Danielle Havlicek. It's going to go up and over for the Cougars. Profs trying to save it, but there's a little miscommunication that time. They weren't really able to send it over, but the Cougars now going to pick up yet another kill. They're up to 21 now, 6 point back to their 6 point advantage here after that, as we're going to see Sherman serving here for the Cougars. That's going to go up and over here. And it's going to go out of bounds that time, so the Profs move up to 16 now. Cougars still at 21. Cougars only 4 points now away from winning this second set. Ball almost no momentum that time. It's going to stay on that's a net violation that time. Little stroke of luck there for the Cougars. They barely able to send it over. Profs were a lot of them were on the ground that time. Profs were looking to go in for the kill, but they weren't able to get over the net. It just kind of bounced off the net that time. So Cougars are going to edge out the Profs in that volley, 22-16. Another block at the net there, and now the Cougars once again at 23 now. So Cougars on a roll here. Only 2 points now from winning this second set. That's going to go off at a wrong angle. The Profs trying to send it over in 3, and they will. Nice save there by the Profs. Rachel Wells sent it over gently, but the Profs caught onto it, so they're getting ready to send it over with a little more force this time. But Wvolleyball manages to get it. Blocked at the net. That looks like that'll be a net violation, or an attack error more like it. It's going to give that one right back to the Cougars, who are now just 1 point away from that second set. So now it's going to be Ridgway for that kill, and now Ridgway is going to be serving here for the Cougars. So Ridgway with the serve, and lucky call there, good call there actually by the Profs. That will be an out of bounds, so Profs stay in this with that service error. So Testa serving yet again here for the Profs, trying to keep the Profs in this second set with this serve. It's going to go high as the Cougars going for the kill. That's going to stay on the net that time. Tandy couldn't get it over. So now the Profs 6 points away but from catching up to the Cougars, but the Cougars now in set point. So that's going to be up and over for the Profs. Nice save there by the props. They're going to send it over. They'll set up here, and that's going to be a toss over. No one to grab it that time. Props trying to keep this alive. Nice kill there by Wells for the Cougars to pick up the second set handily. Very similar to the first set, 25-18 now. So Cougars looking to wrap things up here with this third and final set. We're going to go into a quick halftime here, but as we come back, Cougars looking to wrap things up here with this third and final set. So we'll be right back here to begin the third set after this halftime. Stay tuned. Once again, Cougars picking up that second set, 25-18. Back here from halftime for the third and possibly final set of this matchup here between the Cougars of Kane and the Profs of Rowan University. Rowan looking to have to win 5 straight sets if they look to come back from here. Cougars have been on a roll here. Actually, sorry, it's going to be 3 straight sets in a row if they hope to come back from there. Cougars winning the first 2 sets after taking the lead early on in both of those sets. So we're underway here in this first set. Both teams keeping things close, but the Cougars, of course, going to pick up the first point of this set with that kill. Nice kill there by number 16 for the Cougars, Rachel Wells, a junior. She's going to pick up yet another kill here for the Cougars, the first one of this set, actually. Rachel Wells tossing that one over almost casually that time. No real resistance there for the Cougars to pick up that one. DeGroot send that high. Hernandez sends it over. Blocked at the net yet again for the Cougars. And again, Cougars just on a roll here with that one. They move up now 3-0. So Cougars on a 3-0 streak here to start off this third set, and they look to make that even further now as Sonico gets ready to serve. It's going to be an error for the Cougars there to let Rowan pick up their first one. It's going to be a block error. So with that, we're going to see now the Rowan to get their first point on the board here. Now it's going to be Rowan's turn now to serve. So that's going to go up and over, but that's going to be hit at an angle there. And so now the Cougars now only up by 1 here over Rowan with that one. Here comes yet another serve. That's going to go off to the side, and just like that, we are tied up once more here. So Rowan bouncing back here with a string of kills here, and tied up now 3 points each with that service ace by Testa as she serves yet again. Little miscommunication there gives Testa yet another service ace. DeGroot and Hernandez both going for that one simultaneously that time. Nice kill there by the Cougars, tying this thing up yet again here. They're at 4 points each now. And now we're going to see Cassie Hernandez serving, number 10. It's going to go up. They scramble for it. Rowan trying to save it, but that's going to go off onto the bench. And so now it's going to be the Cougars that take the lead once again after that. So now Cougars with the advantage as Hernandez gets ready to serve yet again. It's going to be an ace for Hernandez that time. She got that right over the, that's going to be her second in a row here. She leads the team with 3 service aces. I believe that's 5 now. Nice drop over the net that time by Brett Harper, catching the Profs that time with a fast one. And so now the Cougars picking up momentum now yet again. They're up to 7 now. going to go up. The Profs scrambling to send it over in 3, and they will set up. Now that's sent over. There's a dive. Set up yet again. They save that. They send it over again. That's going to go off the hands of Brett Harper that time, and so now the Cougars only up by 2 now as Rowan picks that one up. 5-7. That was number 17, O'Hagan, with that kill as Testa gets ready to serve now, number 5. Sorry, that's actually not going to be on Testa. It's going to be number 9, Aaron Keegan, with the serve. Schumann sending that over, but the Profs hang on to it. Cougars trying to send it over, and they will. Close call that time at the net. That's going to stay in that time for the Cougars to lose that. Sorry, the Profs going to pick that one up, and now they're only 1 point behind the Cougars at this point, 6-7, as Keegan gets ready to serve yet again. That's going to go high in the air for DeGroot and sent over by Hernandez. Up and over and blocked at the net by the Cougars for yet another kill. Nice job there by the Cougars, and now serving is going to be number 7 here, DeGroot. She's going to serve. It's going to go up and over. Blocked at the net yet again for the Cougars to move up now to 9. We're going to see the Profs go to 6, still at 6 now, 3-point disadvantage. Rowan's going to pick up that one now, and they're only 2 points behind the Cougars now, 7-9, as number 13 gets ready to serve of Jennifer Vorel. Another kill by Rowan now only puts them behind the Cougars by 1 now. So Cougars now only up by 1 as Rowan serves yet again. DeGroot setting this up high, then Sonico, and now Schurman. That's going to stay on the net. Not a lot of power behind that one, and just like that, we find ourselves tied up here yet again, 9 points each. So with that kill, Cougars staying in the lead here this time as Poveromo serves yet again for the Cougars. That's going to go high, up and over for the Cougars. Now Rowan's going to take a turn at that. DeGroot setting that up. A little too hard there for Hernandez as we find ourselves tied up yet again here, 10 points each. There's a serve by the Profs. Schuerman kind of improvising to send that one over that time. Nice save there by DeGroot. Cougars sending it over in 3, and they will. Blocked at the net, but it's going to go out of bounds, and so now the Profs take the lead now, 11-10. As Dan Antonio now serves. So Cougars tie this thing up at 11 yet again as we get ready to serve. So Schuerman with the serve as Prof send it over. Narrowly sending it over there after that miscommunication. Hard kill there by the Cougars. Going to allow them to take the lead here. So Cougars taking the lead now after that one. And another kill by the Cougars, going to make sure they stay in the lead here after that. And so now Rowan going to call yet another timeout. Kane has yet to call a timeout here, but they're going to call one here in this third set. Cougars at 13, Rowan at 11. Back here from that Rowan called timeout. They were in the lead for just a moment as the Cougars found themselves taking control yet again here. Nice move there by the Cougars. There's a dive there by DeGroot, but that was a little too low for anyone to get that time. So Cougars still remain in the lead here, 13-12. So that's going to go up and over. And they're going to keep that one there for the Cougars, like an error on Rowan's part. So now the Cougars back to a 2-point lead here. That's going to be a block error by Sanchez on the Profs. And now we see Ridgway here getting ready to serve. It's going to get tossed over real quick. Cougars scrambling to get it, but they won't. So now Rowan still in this, only 1 point behind the Cougars now, 13-14. DeGroot sets this up, and Wells almost getting that one out of bounds. That's going to be a double on the Cougars. So now just like that, we're going to see after that double on the Cougars, it's going to be Rowan tying this up. Now that service error going to put the Cougars right back in the lead right there. So no problem there for the Cougars that time. So Sonico getting ready to serve. There's a setup, up and over. Blocked at the net that time, but it was be no good. Cougars able to get it through for them to take the lead here. They're now up to 16. And now Rowan gonna serve. I'm sorry, the Cougars gonna serve. Cougars with that 2-point advantage. Sonico serving yet again for the Cougars. Blocked that time by Rowan, but it's going to stay on their side for the Cougars to pick up yet another kill that time. So great job there by the Cougars. And so now we're at 17 and 14 here as number 19 Sonico serving once more here for the Cougars. Rowan trying to send it over. That they will right into an out of bounds. And so now the Cougars in the lead once more here, looking to wrap up this one in 3 straight sets. They're now up to 18, Rowan at 14. So up and over here for Rowan. Trying to get that over, like it'll be an ace for Sonico. Rowan had a little struggle with that as they call a timeout, and we may be looking at the Cougars trying to wrap things up here after this timeout as the Cougars go into this timeout 19 and 14. Stay tuned. Back here from yet another Rowan called timeout, and they're in a bit of a predicament here as the Cougars with a 5-point advantage over them here in this third set. Maybe the final set if Rowan can't bounce back from this one, as they've been trying to, of course, but been running into a little difficulty from these Cougars, giving them a hard time here. That's going to be served blocked at the net, but DeGroot going to try to recover that one as Hernandez goes in for the kill. That's going to go out of bounds, and just like that, we're going to see the Cougars here at 20, just 5 points away from victory here tonight. Second to last NJAC game of the season. They picked this one up. They're going to go 4-3. So there's a serve. It's going to go past DeGroot that time. She can't even seem to believe it that for Rowan to pick up that kill. Still 5 points behind there, 15-20. So that's going to be a serve there for the Profs. A little miscommunication there, but Wells going to send it over. DeGroot got it up, but no one to send it to that time. And now Rowan moving up to 16 now. Cougars at 20. So here comes another serve here by Rowan. And yet another kill puts the Cougars up and over there. Now they're at 21-16, just simply on a roll here against Rowan in all 3 sets, and they look to finish strong here for this third one. But that nice kill by Rowan going to keep them in this a little longer here as they go up to 17. Nice kill there, going in the back, no one there that time. So here comes the serve here by number 9 for Keegan. That looks like that's going to be a net violation that time, which is going to give this one right back to the Profs as Keegan serves yet again. It's going to go high by DeGroot and over. Up and over this time. Nice kill there by the Cougars to bring themselves now up only to 20. They're only 3 points away from securing this victory here. So Cougars at 22. Rowan hasn't been able to get past a score of 18 in this set. So looking to do that here in this third set. They weren't able to get past 18 in the third set. So looking to do that again today over the Cougars. Sonico send that high, and now DeGroot and Schumann trying to send it over there for the kill. And just like that, we're looking at 2 points away from victory here tonight. So it's going to go up and over here. I'll block there, and just like that, we're finding ourselves here in match point. Cougars simply unstoppable here in this game as we look at what may very well be the final serve of this game. This matchup here as DeGroot serving here for the Cougars. Moment of truth here for Rowan as they receive this one. So that's going to go up and over. Cougars unable to get that one, so they're going to stay in this just a little longer here. So Cougars just 1 kill away from sealing the deal here tonight. So that's going to go up and over. Cougars looking to finish this match. They're going to send it over. And they will. DeGroot setting it up, and now Sonico and Schulman going for the kill. It's going to be a double. And with that double, the Profs are hanging on here. Also 5 points away from securing the first set, but the Cougars just 1 point away from victory here tonight. DeGroot sending that high. Hernandez trying to send it over. And now they will. Sonico sending that over. Set up, and that's going to be DeGroot, Sonico, Hernandez going in for the kill. And with that, the Cougars are going to pick up the victory in this third straight set. So that is going to be the end of this matchup. Cougars winning 3 straight sets here. 25-17, 25-18, and 25-20 against Rowan. So with that, their score is going to move up to 16-16 overall for the season, 4-3 for the NJAC conference. So now we're going to see the we're going to have one more. We're going to have a couple more matches here at home, but they're going to go on the road to Rutgers, Camden, and St. Joseph's College on the 27th and 29th. And so last game is going to be on Halloween at the College of St. Elizabeth and Brooklyn College here on that day. So we'll be back here for that. So that concludes our coverage here for tonight. Once again, the Cougars are going to pick up the victory here over Rowan. So I'm Justin George, and that concludes our coverage here for K Live tonight, and we will see you next time.